You had Fab around him. You had Jeezy around him. You had niggas. You just had niggas around. Like you had. Think about back then, Lil Scrappy and it was popping. So and they everybody was superstars. So if they go over there to their section and take pictures, then they making them bigger.
Think like Nelly.
Nelly, yeah. Just think about it though. Like other than that, they would just been some regular old drug dealer niggas. Just think about it. If they weren't tied to all this music shit and Young Jeezy and this and that and killing Puffy's bodyguard and all that shit, there's been some regular drug kingpins. Just think about it. That's all I'm saying. So what you take Jeezy and them out the equation, you got BMF. You just got another organized crime family got took down by the feds.
You don't think Blue DaVinci would have took him to the top?
Took who to the top?
BMF on the music side.
To the top of what? Stone Mountain in Georgia? That's about it. But everybody go that top. Hell no, man. Blue is trash. So that's what it is with me. But, you know, he got older, he changed, he wanted to be friends with niggas. I guess he wanted to be, you know, he wanted to hang out with Rick Ross, eat wings. Shit like that.
Man, so, damn, you brought up Rick Ross, man. I mean, it's no secret that they had some little issues back in the day, but those have been resolved. They done did music together. You know what I'm saying? They both was linked to Jay-Z at one point in time. Like, were you ever around, you know what I'm saying, to see them interact? Because, you know, they had
Rick Ross and Jeezy?
A couple run-ins from what I understand. I saw the dude, Dredd, Jeezy's old security.
Yeah, Dredd.
He talked about, like, one encounter, you know what I'm saying, and how Rick Ross was actually kind of, I ain't going to say on his head, but, like, inquiring about him after he snatched his jewels. That same time when Gunplay got jumped and all of that, during that time.
Like, yeah, see, when Gunplay and them, when the Jeezy incident went down, we was all there. But see, Jeezy, the crew was in the back of the state, in the back of the arena, cause you know we had tickets, but they had them in the back. Mm-hmm. So I only had like 3 tickets. So one with the Jeezy and some of his security, and the other security was like on the side just waiting. So, but I'm in the trailer. I'm back by the trailer smoking, cause that's where I stayed at, cause that's where all the clothes is at. That's where the jewelry and the money's at.
Okay,
so that's where so that's where I'm at, cause that's why, you know what I'm saying, cause that's what I do. I gotta make sure all this, you know. So I'm at the trailer smoking. So when I'm at the trailer smoking, I don't know what's going on inside. But 50 Cent and them walking past me. I'm smoking a blunt by the trailer. 50 Cent and them walking past me. I'm on the side of the trailer. At the same time, I look over, I see Gunplay coming down the steps.
By itself.
By itself. Me, myself, I didn't think nothing was going to go down because he was by himself. You know, I'm thinking like 50 on some boss shit. This is too many niggas. So, really, and when you're going up the steps, it's like a security guard by the trailers, by the steps. So, I'm watching. I see, with my own eyes, I see Gunplay go to the side and just stand there like letting them walk past. Next thing I know, I see 50. Swing on the nigga, bow! Next thing I know, everybody rushed him. Next thing I know, they throwing him against the gate and all this shit. But at this time, I'm getting the phone call. Jeezy just got into it with Rick Ross. I think Dredd about to come outside and get the car. Right? It's my homeboy Stone calling me. I'm like, what? So while he say that, I'm like, well shit, I'm about to come in. And he like, nah, everything, it's over with. They broke it up. We about to come out or whatnot. But the crew, the rest of the homies is in there too. But they don't know what's going on because all this shit happened backstage. So once I see Dredd come out. I think Dredd went to go get the truck and he pulled the truck somewhere. But when he pulled the truck, the police rushed him. And when the police rushed him, I think Jeezy and them was coming out. But they was taking him in the car. So Jeezy, they came back to the trailer. And then after we left that's when we all met up at, I think it was Ocean Prime in Buckhead. We met up at Ocean Prime, and that's when I seen that Dredd had Rick Ross chains in his pockets.
That's crazy, man.
The motherfucker was fake.
That was the only run-in with Rick Ross?
Yeah, we ain't really had no run. The Rick Ross shit really wasn't nothing. Like, that shit was over a BMF song.
Oh yeah,
you know when Rick Ross made that BMF song, you not a something, you affiliated, you not something. Whatever he said, Jeezy didn't like it. Jeezy didn't like it cause Jeezy, really be honest with you, we already had the BMF song, Blowing Money Fast, right? we already had the song, and somehow, you know, it got messed up because all of a sudden Rick Ross got a song called BMF, Blowing Money Fast. You feel me?
Wait, was Meech talking on it too?
And Meech was talking on it because at the time, him and I guess Jeezy and Meech is beefing. And I remember all the Meech beef too. I remember when Jeezy came back from the feds, from visiting Meech.
What's that story?
Shit, that story is shit. This nigga still trying to live like he on the streets. He want me to take 10 bands of this. He want me to take 10 bands over here, man. I ain't fucking with that nigga. And I gotta cut Toy off too, cause that's the middleman to Meech, Toy. See, motherfuckers don't know that. I might be talking too much real shit right now.
Nah, I mean, let it be
known. That's some real shit. Like, I'm just gonna keep it real. I'm telling my story cause I know it.
Yeah.
That's where all the mismatch came from him and Meech. Cause Jeezy was going to visit Meech. Him and Toy, his homegirl Toy, that was the middleman between him and Meech. And he had cut Toy off too. I remember all that shit. He was like, man, this nigga trying to live like he on the streets. I mean, I ain't taking 10,000 over here and 10,000 over here. You know, he was like, I do a little something, but he asking for too much. You feel me? So that's what that was. That's when the fallout came. That's when Meech got on the song with Rick Ross. You know, Rick Ross probably spent some bread or paid some people or whatever he did to get the song. But, you know, but like on the BMF series, they're going to try to play Jeezy. Yeah, they're going to try to play him on the BMF series. You know it. You know it. Because if they haven't talked to him about the shit, they gonna try to play him because you only can get the real insight from the man himself. You feel me? Like, you can't erase what BMF is. You can't erase what Jeezy did for BMF either. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers, like, you had to be really into the dope game and really getting some money and locked in to know about BMF, bro. You know what I'm saying? They be trying to act like BMF is just a worldwide real record company, entertainment company. No, BMF was an organized crime family that sold cocaine to 95% of the United States. And to really know BMF, you had to be locked in with the niggas that was really getting it though. You just want a nigga on the corner selling crack rock or had a trap that knew about these niggas that was selling ounces. You had to be really locked in with a nigga that was buying bricks to know about these niggas. But guess what? All of a sudden, here come a superstar named Young Jeezy that's claiming CTE and he's saying it's BMF. And he puts BMF in his Getting Money Over Here video with Bun B. And he put them in the Air Forces video, 2 of the worldwide videos that we did for Def Jam and everybody, right? They up in New York for Soul Survivor video. Jay-Z showing up. Didn't nobody know who them niggas was? They know now. Oh, that's the BMF niggas. You know what I'm saying? They got the BMF chains on. They looking the part like they always do. But I just be trying to keep it real, man. You only knew about BMF if you was in Atlanta and you was getting bricks. Corner boys and niggas in the hood didn't know about that shit like that. In Atlanta they did because it was niggas from BMF that was venturing off in hoods working with niggas getting money. So that's how they knew. That's how the crew, that's how shit came together like that when it's time to go to the club in Atlanta, 100 niggas, you feel me?
So I don't want to misinterpret what you're saying, Clem. So in so many words, Jeezy helped BMF pop on a music level, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
That's what you, okay.
Yeah,
place the spotlight on.
Yeah, just think about it though.
Because that's not how it's portrayed.
Everybody that was a rapper that was around them made them bigger. You had Fab around them. You had Jeezy around them. You had niggas. You just had niggas around. Like you had. Think about back then, Lil Scrappy and them was popping. So and everybody was superstars. So if they go over there to their section and take pictures, then they making them bigger.
Think like Nelly.
Nelly, yeah. Just think about it though. Like other than that, they would just been some regular old drug dealer niggas. Just think about it. If they weren't tied to all this music shit and Young Jeezy and this and that and killing Puffy's bodyguard and all that shit, there's been some regular drug kingpins. Just think about it. That's all I'm saying. So when you take Jeezy and them out the equation, you got BMF. You just got another organized crime family got took down by the feds.
You don't think Blue Da Vinci would have took him to the top?
Took who to the top?
BMF on the music side.
To the top of what? Stone Mountain in Georgia? That's about it. But everybody go that top. Hell no, man. Blue was trash. Blue was always a hater. That's why I don't really fuck with Blue. Cause Blue was a hater, man. I don't care what you say. Blue was a hater. He didn't like nothing about Jeezy. I'm just gonna keep it real. He didn't like nothing about Jeezy. He didn't like Jeezy had his own crew, and they was Crips. He swear he brought the Crip shit around. He brought the Crip shit around BMF problem, but Jeezy knew about Crips before BMF. Before BMF, it was a Macon, Georgia, and Kinky B. You feel me? Let's go. We take it back.